Alright, so just got to GVSU for my class here. It's probably around what? I'm trying to look at my watch. 1:39. Ah, the lighting is so weird in my car. It's fine. I can fix it. Now you can't see me. It'll fix it. It'll fix itself. Who really cares? No one wants to see me anyway. But yeah, school is really boring. There wasn't much that I really did. Finished or continued working on the lab in physics. A push, we just continued to learn some stuff. Some more stuff about Manifest Destiny and the Mexican War in regards to like Texas and borders and all of that. And we got California out of that, which is pretty neat. And pretty much finished and accomplished our goal of Manifest Destiny. So that was pretty cool to learn about. But probably the most thing I'm proud of that I did today was I made progress on my program. A portion that I really wanted to get to work this week, I got to work. And I'm excited to show you guys what I've been working on eventually. But I want to finish it first, or at least make it so it isn't as bad. And I want to clean up the code and make it look all pretty and stuff. But yeah, I want to show you guys that. It's nothing super impressive, but I think it's kind of cool. So I'll show you guys that probably early next week is probably when I think I'll get it done, because it's a lot of copy and pasting now and then just researching some other methods and stuff. So yeah, I look forward to that. Yeah, I gotta go to my class now. I gotta get walking. It's a little cold, a little windy. There's no rain. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast either. So it's not gonna be too bad. I hope it doesn't rain. It's really gloomy out. Sun came out probably like 2-3 days ago for a little bit, but other than that, there hasn't been anything. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Yay, I guess. But more on tomorrow later, because I have doing some cool things tomorrow, and I'm excited about. Yeah, I gotta get to walking. I'll fill you in about CaLc 3 after I get out. I'll probably talk to you guys in my car for a little bit longer then. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, here I am back in my car. I just drove home from Grand Valley. And it was pretty awkward because on the way home there was, seemingly no apparent reason, there was 3 cop cars like pulled off on the side of the road, and then there was like a regular car, obviously they probably pulled over. But then the thing is, they were nowhere near the cars. They were in like a field to the left. No idea what's going on. So traffic was pretty bad because of that, because people were trying to go around, but then people were stopping, and people just don't know what to do. And then I was stuck behind a driver who was going 40 on a 55 road, which is kind of infuriating. And, typically, in most cases, it's more likely to be like an older person, and or a new driver, because older people just typically drive slower, and new drivers are super timid behind the wheel. And then once get more experience, then they become more reckless. But yeah, I was expecting it to be like an older person or a younger driver, but the thing is, I pulled up. They were turning left, and I was like, there was a red light, so I pulled up next to them because I was going straight. And it was like this middle-aged dude, and I was like, "Are you just not from around here? Because this is a 55." But it's no big deal. I was just listening to music and stuff. But CaLc 3 was a lot of fun. We finalized talking about gradients. It's pretty cool because a gradient stores the information of partial derivatives with respect to x and y, or whatever variable your function is using. So for f of xy, the gradient is housing the partial derivative with respect to x and then the partial derivative with respect to y. Now this is cool because it points to the direction where the function is increasing the most. So you can use that to just figure out where it's increasing the most and find a directional vector that will point in that direction. Or you can then use that also to find a different vector which points to where it's decreasing the most, which is really interesting. But then that led to finding local mins and maxes, or saddle points, on a 3D graph, which is also cool because if the gradient is 0, so the partial derivative with respect to x and partial with respect to y just don't change, so there's like no change in those, then it's a critical point, which then you can use second partial derivatives to determine if that's a local max or local min, or a saddle point. So that was really cool. Yeah, it's just math. I enjoy math a lot, and it's really cool because it's stuff that we discover on by ourselves because we get in groups of like two or three, or today we were in a group of four, but two people really didn't do anything. It was mostly me and my friend Drew, and we're given an activity, which leads us through like some steps to discover something, and it's a hands on, and I just really enjoy it. And once something like clicks, because at the beginning, as I mentioned probably before in other days, at the beginning of class, your mind just hurts because you're like, I don't understand what the hell's going on. But then by the end or during the activity, you're like, this makes so much sense. Because I had like an epiphany when I saw how to determine if it was a local min or a local max. So a local min, the partial derivatives, local min, the partial derivative or second partial derivatives with respect to xx and yy, they're both positive. Because it makes sense because in the y direction, it's increasing, so it's positive, and in the x direction, it's positive. And then if it's a local max, the second partial derivatives are negative because it makes sense because if it goes in any direction x-wise, it decreases. And if it's in the y, it also decreases. And it just kind of blew my mind a little bit because I was confused when we got like similar answers, and I was like, I don't understand how it would connect, but it does, and it's really cool. So yeah, we're gonna have some homework for that, but I'm not gonna worry about it till probably this weekend because it's just a slight activity of finding critical points and then determining local mins and maxes from those critical points. So yeah, it's really cool. I enjoy it, and hopefully, if you don't understand any calculus or if you've never heard of calculus or done anything with derivatives or anything, that just went way over your head. It probably made no sense, but that's fine. People who like math or know calculus, if you take Calc 3, that's something you can look forward to. So yeah, I'm going to go inside, write some emails, probably take a nap, and then work on some homework. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, we're back at the homework desk in my room. Just got done doing some physics and probably should have done more homework, but I took an hour nap on the couch. It was, it was really good. It was one of the best naps I've had in a while, not gonna lie. Love naps. And then I had dinner, and then we went out to look for some Red Wings gear and apparel because I'm going to the Red Wings game tomorrow, which is really exciting. I'm so happy. I love the Red Wings. But yeah, we tried to find like a shirt because like none of us have anything, but we were unsuccessful. And I'm at a time in my life where my body just does not want to fit into any clothing. So like a small is too small, but a medium is too big. But miraculously, these shirts, as you probably have seen every day, I wear a plain t-shirt because these are the only shirts that fit me. And I'm okay with that. I'm a plain guy. My personality is what makes me interesting, not my clothing. Don't be defined by your clothing. From Ben. I mean, I just want to show you. Look at this drawing I made. Look at this girl. Look at her. Isn't she cute? Her name's Pat. But yeah, I haven't done much other than Calc 3, and which I've already talked about a lot today. But yeah, listen to some music, some Senses Fail. Great band. Great band. And as well as I Went Swimming Alone, which is an album by Warm Thoughts, which, interestingly enough, is the band of the drummer. So the drummer of Touche Amore, which is my favorite band, he has solo work. He used to be under Dad Punchers, the nice Warm Thoughts, and he released an album this year called I Went Swimming Alone, and that's just by far like my favorite album so far this year. And there's a couple other albums that come close. Like The Story So Far, his new album is really good. What else? I have a list somewhere. Bearings, Blue in the Dark is really good. I have a list of like 20 albums so far, so I'll probably do an album video sometime near the end of the year, highlighting my favorite albums. So yeah, that's something to look forward to in the far near future. As well as the election video. I'll probably record that on Saturday, so I'll probably go up then. So yeah, I didn't write any emails. I just didn't have the time to, or the motivation. So that's something for tomorrow. What else? That's about it. Probably gonna go to sleep fairly shortly. It's 9:52. So yeah, I got my homework done, and now I'm just kind of chilling. Gonna sleep. Life has it was kind of boring today. Besides CaLc 3. CaLc 3 is the only interesting thing I do with my life now. So yeah, sleep. And tomorrow is not only Red Wings, but we're testing our bridge. So hopefully you'll see it not collapse immediately. Hopefully I'll get footage of it. I'll try my best. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully get 8 hours of sleep, roughly, and that'll be so good. Alright, so yeah, I've said alright and so and yeah and but a lot in the past 4 minutes, but there it is again. I just like but apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.